Hello, everyone. Thank you for your patience. We'd like to welcome you to our last presenter of the day. So we have our beloved uh, Cristiana joining us. So for those of you who are online, um, can you make sure that if you are speaking in another language, that you can click on the world symbol at the bottom of your screen and you can connect to your native language. Thank you. And Christiana, we just want to remind you to speak slowly for the translators. We're broadcasting around the world in many languages. Thank you. And also, I want you to envision the many people who are gathered here who are watching you under the trees, from under the
That's
trees.
exactly what I'm doing. I'm looking at the names, sending love to everyone. Big hugs,
Wonderful.
everybody. Thank you for being here.
Yes. And for those who are online as well, we have many more online joining from around the world. Thank you. So everyone, I'd
Definitely.
like to welcome Cristiana as our next presenter. A lot of us know her from her videos, workshops, and things that she's been offering. And I'm sure that she's going to present some wonderful information for us today. Thank you and welcome, Cristiana.
Thank you, everyone. Happy to be here with you today. I'm really honored to have this opportunity again to meet, even though virtually, but we are all energy, so we are everywhere. To meet again with you tonight. I feel your gathering since it has started, and as one of the first participants when it started 7 years ago, I'm so happy every year to be presenting with you, to be connecting with you in this way. Tonight, I felt to talk about the power of community. It is the first time that I approach this topic. You were used to me talking about the science of pranic nourishment or prana and tantra or similar topics. But tonight and more than ever, I felt to bring on this topic so that we all acknowledge our power. Thanks, Morgan, for letting me know if I'm starting to go too fast. I might do that from time to time. And if I do, please raise your hand so that you slow me down. The the speech is entirely downloaded, so I didn't prepare much. So it's the pace that I'm downloading the information right now. I invite everyone to make this gathering as interactive as possible. So please ask questions, make comments. I have my eye on the chat box for those of you who are online, so that we really feel that we are together there. I would really have loved to be there physically with you, but because we are just organizing the Pranic Festival in Romania, which starts now on August 15, with people coming from all over the world, texting me, asking questions, as you know, as you probably have done when you were joining the other festival, the World Festival. I couldn't travel. It would have been at least 3 days for me to join there. So I couldn't leave the premises at the moment. But you are more than welcome to come here to meet us this summer. in August 15 to 18 at the Pranic Festival in Romania. So this brings me to the topic of tonight. You know, when we started to open the pranic vortexes on the planet, the first one was in California, the first Pranic Festival. Back in 2015, I believe. And before that, we had pranic gatherings all over the world. I was joining the retreats of Jasmine and others, presenting some conferences in Romania as well. And every time we had these gatherings, there was an amazing power developing from the community, joining together with a common idea or a common goal. And that goal has always been, in these gatherings, to uplift our consciousness together. So I know that this is the goal of the gathering of today. And I know that this has been the main purpose with which Nicholas has been guided to develop this festival 7 years ago. So that every time we meet, we open new gateways, new vortexes, if you will, in the planetary grid, so that humanity as a whole can evolve. So we're not just talking about the group that is now watching here. We're talking of the community as a planet and even intergalactic. So just know that without being too far-fetched, I am declaring that this is the opening of an intergalactic gathering. I hope the pace is good with the rhythm of my words for the translation now. I'm trying to catch the rhythm. So, for many years, I have been feeling as a planetary citizen, but also as an intergalactic citizen. That is why I've never had the attachment to a certain area of the planet as being my own. I've always felt that home is where the love is. So from that perspective, there's no such concept of a separation between these communities or these gatherings that we have all over the world. In fact, there's only one big tribe joining together. And once we start to feel that really deep within our hearts, we have the opportunity to really feel and embody and integrate the power of it. Why do I say that communities are powerful? Well, because everything is energy. and we're all energy. And once this energy is being connected together with one joint intention, it can open doors that have never been opened before. And this is exactly what we're doing now. Over the years, since 2009, when I first learned about pranic nourishment and energy practices for that direction, I've been studying the power of energy to travel and be transmission across long distances. So I've noticed that for energy, distance does not exist. So I'm curious, how many of you are now feeling the energy that we are sharing or transmissioning? You can type yes in the comments just to know that you are feeling what we're feeling. And over these past 13 years or so, we have also had the honor and the joy to learn and study pranic nourishment and energy work. I've been collaborating with teachers like Jasmine and Mantek Chia, and Indian monks like Prahlad Jani, who has been nourished by prana for 75 years with not taking physical food. We've been collaborating with masters all over the world, including those participating in this festival. We've been sharing techniques and practices that can uplift our energy and our consciousness so that we develop into a higher state of energy. How many of you are interested in really feeling the power of connection? We will do an exercise towards the end so that you really feel what I mean. I see people using the Q&A section. It's best that you use the chat box for your comments. It's easier for us to read. And also over the years, studying energy work, various techniques and practices like Qigong and yoga and ecstatic dance, deep meditation from various traditions, the Indian philosophy, the Tibetan practices, the Chinese medicine, but also Western technologies like Theta healing and other similar practices and meditations. I've discovered that the power of energy is infinite. And not only it can heal us, energize us, rejuvenate us, but it can also nourish us. And in 2013, I've had this experience where I spent 10 days with no food and no light in a dark room retreat. And I've noticed when I came out that there was no need for me to take solid food anymore. There were also days when I didn't have to or could drink liquids. The rest of the days, I would just drink half a glass or 1 glass of juice per day. This went on for more than a month without me having weakness or issues of any kind. I was being active. I was organizing events with people eating, 300 people eating, and roller skating and doing long walks. And it was all fine. There was days when if I tried drinking water, my body would experience pain as if it was heavy nourishment or heavy substances ingested, even though it was just pure water. The reason this was happening was that my body was transitioning to a new stream of consciousness, to a new level of consciousness, a new level of energy. And that's why by transitioning into this new level of frequency or energy or vibration, it was not able to take denser substances like solid food or smoothies and stuff like that. It was preparing for the new level of consciousness that I was given or meant to embody. Because in truth, we are embodying our light. That's why I don't call it enlightenment. I call it embody-lightenment. We are meant to refine our bodies, our physical vessel, to the level where it really can host the greatness of our spirit. And that's why so many people are having issues after processes and can't maintain the pranic nourishment state. It is because the body, not only the physical one, but emotional and mental ones, have not been upgraded enough or refined enough to embody the new level of consciousness or the next level of energy that you were meant to bring into your vessel. The best way to transition into this next phase is to start working on detoxing at all levels: physical, emotional, mental, diligent detox, to be able to bring in the new frequencies that you are requiring, because you are requiring to be in a pranic state. You are aiming to be a breatharian. You are requesting to be in a higher state of consciousness. But now is no longer a time to only have that in the higher realms or in the external layers of you. You have to have it in yourselves. Embody it completely. That's the next level of consciousness and possibility on the planet, where we can really be full divine beings in physical form. How many of you think that this is possible? How many of you think that it's not possible because you thought or you've been taught in the Indian, Tibetan, and other traditions, only when you transition you will be fully liberated. Many of you have been taught that. And that's a limitation now. That's no longer true. On this level of consciousness that Gaia has embodied, our planet has moved into this next stage of evolution where she can host fully the 5D frequency and beyond, so that our bodies also are upgraded into fully hosting our body of light. We are becoming light beings here in form. That is why many of you have felt called to a lighter diet and have felt called to this gathering. Especially now that we've been very challenged and tested for the past 2 years or more. Very challenged, especially at the health level, but also many other levels like stability, relationships, and all that hasn't been fully integrated and accepted as our human and divine aspect. Everything that we have denied in previous lifetimes, like having the physical body, having support here financially and physically, having good relationships, because we deserve that. Nobody said we have to be holy by not having good relationships with the opposite sex or the same sex, for those of you who choose that. Nobody said that this is what holy means. So having denied or not integrated these aspects, which are basically the aspects related to the lower centers of the body, now we have been tested and challenged to be able to really heal those aspects of ours. And that has been what's been happening for the past 2 years. For us to be able to fully embody our light, our pranic consciousness, the consciousness of unity, we have to fully embody our light, including in the lower aspects of our being, the ones that we have not welcomed before, or integrated or accepted. How many of you resonate with that? And the power of community is that we have collectively chosen that initiation. In a blink of an eye, we could have ended the whole global crisis. In a blink of an eye, we could have shifted the situation, because it has been man-made, but because as a collective, as a planetary collective, we have chosen to have that initiation on money games, relationship games, stability games, and health games, all these 4 pillars that have to do with the lower chakras. Because of that, it has taken a while for it to end, because it was a collective decision for us to go through it. The question is, are we now ready to complete this test and move into that higher state of consciousness that we are requiring here now? Are we ready to dissolve this veil of illusion, of a man-made situation that has been purposely created, and move into the next stage of freedom and light and embodied enlightenment? You can type yes in the comments if you feel you're ready. The declaring of that intention brings even more power to it. That's the power of collective and community. Yes, yes, yes. You. It feels so great to read your yeses. It feels so great to feel your hearts. I'm loving that we can interact this way. The more we say yes to this intention, the more the veil of illusion dissolves. This is the power of community. And this is pure solar pranic energy that we're working with now. And the reason we have chosen this topic, but instead of talking of how to fast or how many days to go dry, you've heard of that before. The reason we've chosen this topic specifically is because since the end of July, a big cosmic portal has been opening. And those of you who know me, you know how much I love to work with energy vortexes, cosmic portals, and sacred sites. This is the power of prana. So a big portal has been opening, the Lion's Gate portal, which will be at its peak on August 8th. And the more intentions we set for freedom, the more it manifests. So this is what I'm all about today. Let's bring freedom into our lives. Let's bring embodied enlightenment. What I have seen with these gatherings before all over the planet, having created and participating in festivals and gatherings in India, Romania, Belgium, Italy, Hawaii, California, UK, basically all over the world. Having participated in all of these gatherings as a speaker or as a therapist or as an organizer, I've seen how much power it brings to the planet when we set our mind and intention on a specific purpose or outcome or energy. Like now, we are focusing on the energy of freedom. We are focusing on the energy of embodied enlightenment. And this is what we're amplifying here now with the power of intention. Sarasvati is one of the energies that I work a lot with, indeed. And over the years, I have been working with all the Mahadevas, the feminine energies from the Indian tradition, so that we embody all of them, because that is possible too. And once we accept and embody the power of divine feminine, everything is possible. As a parenthesis, please leave the comments a little longer. I can assure you my attention does not get distracted, but I love to feel what the public has to say. Yes, so prepare your questions from now on. It's time to address them. One more thing I feel to say. There is a grid of energy around the planet, a specific energy net, if you will. It looks like an electric grid. I will show you one specific planetary globe that really has this grid displayed around it. You can see it around here, right? This net of energy. This is the Christed grid, or the love grid around the planet. It is a grid or an energy of all possibilities, of all outcomes. Here you have all the love and the wisdom and the power that nourishes you. And once you focus on this grid, you start to download energy from it and upload energy into it, which we will do soon in our meditation. And this is where pranic consciousness and the power of community resides. Because here in this grid, there are all the intentions and prayers and light energies and meditations of all the light workers that have worked before, and all the pranic festivals and all the wisdom and knowledge that we shared in the previous years. You find it all here, and you are connected to it now. And above that place in Italy, many years ago, we have opened this portal so that everyone there, and also the ones connecting online, can download information from this love grid. Because this has been my job on the planet all over these years. And I'm sure many of you have the same job too. So that's the power of community. Every time we gather, we open a new door, a new portal to access this love and this wisdom and this power in this grid, in the Christed grid or the love grid of the planet. And that is storing all the information of the previous gatherings. Imagine even since the Maharishi effect meditation that has joined together millions of people all over the world. That is still also here. And all the festivals are here. And all the prayers and intentions of people are here. And I'm sure the more we speak of it, the more you can feel it, because we also transmission, the integration for you to feel connected. And that's why every time we gather, be it in Italy at the Pranic World Festival, or Romania at the Pranic Festival, or Romania, or anywhere around the world with this intention of manifesting our light, embodying our pranic consciousness, this grid is getting enriched and lit up and empowered, and we are getting enriched and lit up and empowered as well. That is the power of community, or coming together. How much more time do I have? 10 minutes or more? I'm not sure.
Hi, Cristiana. Yes, you have about 10 more minutes, and there
Okay.
are some questions. If you are reading the Q&A, there are a
Yes,
few questions. So do we want time for questions? I let you choose how many questions you want to answer here.
Okay, I'll just look at them and pick them up as I go. And in 10 minutes, I have to complete, yes?
By the top of the hour, so in 13 minutes, actually.
13, perfect.
Yes.
Okay. I'll see what else needs to be shared. Let's do a brief exercise now that we've talked about this grid and how we can fuel up from it, this love grid of the planet, this energy net. Let's do a brief exercise or meditation where we can actually feel it, even beyond the words that I've said. Let's have dinner together. Somebody was saying we're celebrating Lionsgate with a glass of water. True. Here it is. So let's start following our breath. Breathing in and out. Feeling the energy coming in. Imagine that we're all in a column of light. And start breathing this light from this column of light into your body. Each one has a column of light with the best energy, the best color for each one of us now. Every time you inhale, you receive more energy into your body. Let the pores of your skin open up and become breathing organisms. And when you exhale, exhale out all the worries, tensions, concerns, all that no longer serves you, all that is not beneficial for you, everything that is not for your highest good. Just let it go into this column of light. And another inhale. Brings more energy into your body, into your cells. And you notice that you have a connection cable from the center of the universe to the center of your heart. When you feel this cable of connection coming from the heart of the central sun into the center of your heart, you feel your heart or heart chakra opening up like a sphere of light in the center of your chest. Like a big sun of light in the center of your heart. Another deep breath in, drawing more light, more energy from the heart of the central sun. And with the exhale, let this energy coming into your heart to be spread into your cells, into your organs, into all your physical systems, into your auric field, and out into the universe. Another deep breath in. Let this light come and light up the sun in your heart, aligning it to the heart of the central sun, in the center of the universe. And with the exhale, flowing down to the lower chakras now. Let it flow from your heart, coming from the heart of the central sun, down in your solar plexus, sacral chakra, base chakra, and then down to feet. So through your feet, it goes down to the roots. Imagine and visualize that you have roots like a big tree going to the center of the earth. And then it goes to the heart of Gaia and the sun in the heart of Gaia. And you connect to this heart of Gaia. It's so great to see you also. I see Michael there. And you let this light from the heart of Gaia come up to your roots, to your soles of the feet, ankles, calves, knees, thighs, hips, flowing up to the base of the spine, flowing up to your heart through the spine, flowing up to the top of your head through the spine, filling up your whole body with this energy from the center of the earth, mixing with the energy from the center of the universe. It connects all the three suns, the sun in the center of the universe, the sun in the center of your heart, and the sun in the center of the earth. And they're all aligned, flowing energy into your body. And from your heart, send a ray of energy to all the participants in this gathering and all the other ones who are meant to watch or connect to this talk. And we program or ask that we connect divine self to divine self. We commune divine self to divine self. And we communicate divine self to divine self. Through this ray of love, we are programming and requesting this power of community. And another ray of love goes from our hearts to all the light beings supporting this gathering. We ask that only the beings of the purest light and love can be present energetically and telepathically with us now. So sending a ray of light to them, we receive from them a wave of love right back into our heart. Someone was asking how to connect with non-human energy. This is the best code because it requires the integrity of love. So you make sure you connect to the best ones. And the last ray of love we send to the heart of Gaia and the body of Gaia, and this Christed grid so that we fill it up with love, receiving her love back into our hearts. How cool is that? Those of you who are sensitives, probably you're already feeling your heart and energy body is expanding. Those of you who are not sensitive, just know that it's still happening. You are connected. There's no way out from being connected because everything is God. So thank you all for being. We come back into our bodies now, feeling our bodies from feet to ankles, calves, knees, thighs, to the hips, feeling our body's presence in your body, to the abdomen, lower back, upper back, chest, arms, feeling your body from the inside, your body of light fully present in your shoulders, shoulder blades, neck, throat, head, to the top of your head, to the tips of your hairs. You're back into your body here now, fully nourished, fully connected, fully in love with everybody around you, including myself, I hope. And sending you much love. I hope to meet you all in person a few days from now to the Pranic Festival in Romania, August 15 to 18. I see some of you already confirming. Gaston, thank you for confirming that you're coming. Gaston Bakiani is going to be with us. Eliton Elamin is already here in Romania. We're having a conference this weekend in Brasov and online. So those of you who are online, you can tune in. It's called Nourished by Light for 20 years. And then we come to the Pranic Festival. And there's going to be a gathering of the masters. And after we finish on August 18, we go in a retreat to the main energy vortexes in Romania. We're working with the planetary grid, with the beings of light, even more powerful than we did now. This is what I'm specialized in, working with the vortexes of the planet, the sacred sites, the planetary grid, and the souls of all people. Our therapy is called soul healing. So we're going in this retreat for 4 days till August 22. And then we go in the light nourishment retreat for another 3 days till August 25. So you have 3 events, one after the other, for 10 straight days or 11 days that you can upgrade gradually your body of light and your physical body. And if you can't come in person, you can join online. On our website, soulhealingacademy.com, you find all information. Or if you look up my name, Eltrayan, this is my name, my real name, you'll find everything of what we're preparing for you. And maybe take a look at this book, the Pranic book. It is the 5th book that I've written. 5 others have been written. And it gives you all information about detox, what I told you, to detox at the physical, emotional, and mental level, about how others have done it, Jasmuhin, Nassim Haramein, Henri Montfort, and others, Eletom. And you find a lot of scientific information. What happens to your hormones, to your brain waves, to your melatonin, to your ATP, to your cells. You will understand the fantastic sacred geometry of your body and how it plays out with pranic nourishment. So this is like a reading manual, the ABC, from different perspectives of the people that I've met in our gatherings all over the world. So it's not about my life. It's a sum up of the Pranic world that I've met so far. There's also a summit of more than 47 guests that is online, where you can watch interviews and conferences with the people that I've met on this path of pranic nourishment and the scientists. And you have a lot of information on my YouTube, I think more than a few hundreds of videos for free to watch of the conferences I've had all over the world and the therapies that I'm doing one-on-one. There's also a Pranic process online that I'm having since 2013. You can find it on my website and join it when I do it again, probably in September. And many other goodies that you can access through this portal that I am representing here on Earth. I'm happy to see you there, Michael and Gaston and whomever else is here. Hope to see you in physical, in presence in a few days here in Romania. Nicolas as well, looking forward to meeting you again, brother. Thanks for organizing this amazing gathering as always. It's always good to connect and share this power of community with you. And everyone else there, of course, Fabio, Rafaela, Morgane, everybody helping, sending you loads of blessings, gallons of love. And may this portal, oh my God, I'm having tears. I miss you so much. Really, I miss you from the bottom of my heart. I wish I am there. See you soon, whenever that is.
Thank you so much, Cristiana, for sharing your words and your light. You can see in the picture there the people gathered under the trees here at the Eden Pranic Center in Cocore, Italy, at the World Pranic Festival here. All the smiling faces who have just listened to you and beaming back gratitude for you.
So
thank you everyone who has joined us online, and for those who are here in person. And thank you so much, Cristiana, for all of your information and your sharing.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
One final thing, can you please raise up your hands virtually online or physically there in Kokore if you really enjoyed this meditation and you felt it? I want to know this. Thank you. It's good to feel you. Okay. Namaste, everyone. Big, big hugs to you.